Hey, welcome back. Another junior number video on its way. In this video, we're chatting about fractions on a number line. Now, any number line can be split up into equal parts to represent and show fractions. So let's get straight into some examples. Here's example 1. We have a number line, we have lots of points on it, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we've got some numbers given 0 and 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to count up how many spaces between 0 and 1. Once, 2, 3 spaces. So that means this section is broken up into 3 parts, and each part must be a third, 1/3. 3 parts is called a third. So therefore we could say point B must be 1/3, point C is 2/3. Now when we get to point D, 3/3 is equivalent to 1 whole. 3/3 is 1 whole. If you eat 3 out of 3 pieces of pizza, you've eaten a whole piece. So 3/3 is 1 whole. So let's keep going. 4/3, 5/3, and G must be 6/3. But remember, 6 divided by 3 or 6/3 is the same as 2 whole. So I'm going to change 6/3 to 2 whole. So that's how I would split this up and write down each of the fraction parts that are missing. Right, what about example 2? We've got points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I, and we've been given once again some numbers 0 and 1. So once again, we're going to count how many spaces between 0 and 1. So we've got 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 spaces. Now in the last example we had 3, which was a third. So 4 spaces is equivalent to a quarter. Now a quarter is the fraction 1/4. So now we can start filling in the spaces. So that must be 1/4, 2 quarters, and some of you will realize that's the same as a half. 3 quarters, remember 4 quarters is the same as 1 whole. 4/4 is the same as 1. So that must be 5 quarters and 6 quarters. And if I was to go back to points A and B, remember we've got to 0. So now we've got to go into the negatives on the left-hand side of 0. So that must be -1/4, and that must be -2 quarters. Okay, example 3. What fraction is indicated by the points A, B, and C on this number line? So once again, we've got some points, and we've got some numbers 0 and 1. So let's do exactly what we've done so far in this video. Count how many spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember, when we broke it into 3, it was a third. When we broke it into 4, it was a quarter, or 1/4. So now we've got 5 spaces. So this is a fifth. A fifth is written as the fraction 1/5. A fifth. So here we go. This is 1/5. This is 2/5. So we know what A is, 2/5. This is 3/5. This is 4/5. Remember, 5/5, 5/5 is 1 whole. So we're up to 5/5 or 1 whole. So now we're going past it and we've got to 6/5. So we've figured out point C is 6/5. And this would be 7/5. Once again, we're going back to 0 and we're going on the left-hand side of 0, which will be negative numbers. And we must be going to, what do you think? -1/5. So we've now figured out that A is 2/5, B represents -1/5, and C represents 6/5. All right, that's us done. So thanks for watching.